what's in your mind.
Hey, that's me! Welcome to What's in Your Mind. I'm Bobby Z. Tonight is February 21st, Sunday, 9 o'clock, live, Channel 69. This is our second program. Hey, they said it wouldn't last, but it did. Tonight's episode actually has a theme, if you will. It's Wine, Women, and Song, which we'll get into a little later. I don't want to tip my hand, so to speak. But this week in the What's Up With That list, right away, what's up with Tic Tacs? I know what you're thinking. Why is he talking about Tic Tacs? If you look at Tic Tacs, it's a half ounce of Tic Tacs, 60 cents. A pound, that's $19 a pound, right? You have a choice of buying lobster or buying Tic Tacs. I mean, what's up with that? Who are these guys? What a scam. Speaking of scam, George Steinbrenner is back in baseball. Great. What happens? Marge's shot goes out, so they had to bring somebody just as evil back, so George is back? Lovely. Just what we need. And what's up with 50-year-old rock and roll stars? Guys, give it up. Unless you're playing for the Grateful Dead, fine. And speaking of dead, Keith Richards is still playing. I can't believe this guy's still alive. He must be part cat. I think he has 9 lives. And what's up with the local news? I realize it's sweeps weeks and everything, but some of the stories are ridiculous. I mean, after all, hard copy, if it had sports and weather, it could compete at 6 and 11, just like the local news. And what's up with the New York Times? Get a sports section. Hello? There are people that read the sports section. I mean, after all, if you're going to be this prima donna paper, you might as well compete on all levels, you know? Get off the high horse, so to speak. We are live tonight, and tonight my first guest is a dancer who comes from Montana, and her name is Frankie Montana. Welcome to the program.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Good. Now, we're going to be relaxed, and we're going to have fun, correct?
Yeah.
Good, okay. So, the first thing we like to clear up is that you're a dancer at the Paradise Club.
Yes.
Which is on 33rd Street between
5th and Broadway.
Between
Fifth
5th and
Avenue.
Broadway? Right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of dancing goes on for those that haven't been there?
Well, it's nude dancing. You know, it's topless and it's bottomless.
Oh, really?
And, yeah.
And you perform just topless, as you were saying earlier.
Well, sometimes I, you know.
She lied to me in the pre-interview. She said she never went topless. Oh. No. So you do sometimes. Now, I've never been there, and I'll be honest, I've never been there. That doesn't say I won't go, you know, see the show. But I just haven't been to that club. Somehow I missed that one, and I should have gone. Are there runways? Are there table dancing? You know.
There's table dancing. There's nude table dancing in our. We have a lounge in the back.
Mm-hmm.
But we also have
the lounge in the back.
Yeah, we have a couple lounges in the back. So some places even have trees and things hanging.
Trees and things. Are there Tarzan swings?
No, it's little private booths. And private booths. We have limousine rides, and we have
limousine
champagne.
Rides. Mm-hmm. Back up. What goes on in a limousine ride? And how much are they?
Well, they're $300 for an hour.
$300 for an hour?
Mm-hmm.
How many guys can fit in a limousine? Or is it just one
we
person?
have as many as can fit, you know.
Camera guys, let's all get $50. We're there.
No, but you know, it's $300 each,
Each person?
Yes.
Oh, so forget it. I won't want by myself.
So you can bring a whole bunch of guys. We don't care.
My wife just smacked me.
We'll pack it. And that, you know, it drives you anywhere you want to go.
For an hour?
Well, you can take the dancer to dinner. You know, pretty,
sure.
You know. And she dances inside the limo. She performs for you in the limo. You know, it's really exciting. It's really exciting. It's a lot more private because a lot of the gentlemen that come in there really, you know, they're very shy. They're very, very, I don't know. Very
you don't
shy.
get guys like me who would be hooting and hollering, I guess.
Oh, we do. We do sometimes, and then we end up, no, okay, never mind.
I'm missing something. We'll have to talk later. No. But do you get a lot of bachelor parties?
Every Saturday we always have 2, 3 bachelor parties, 4, sometimes 5.
What did that say?
What did it say?
Show us your tattoo, Frankie.
No.
Where's your tattoo?
No, it's on the leg.
On your leg?
Yeah.
Oh.
I tried to hide it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the tattoo of?
Oh, it's a dagger, and on the other leg I have a Playboy bunny.
So you have one on each leg?
One on each.
Isn't that special? Yeah. Isn't that special?
My mother didn't think so.
I was going to say, your parents must be so proud. How long have you been in New York?
On and off for about 4 years. On and off. More off than on.
More often.
Yeah.
But when did you start dancing?
About 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
Yes, but I've only been dancing probably altogether for about a year and a half.
Oh, I see, total time.
Yeah.
So you do it and then you take a
And
break.
I take it on and I go off. And
Well, you can accumulate money, I'm sure.
yeah, it's a good
$300
business.
a limo ride.
Yeah, and it's you know, it's
Doesn't
fun.
take a math major to figure that one out.
Okay.
What about the customers? I mean, I'm sure they vary, obviously, from the quiet guy who just doesn't do anything but throw money at you, and then there's rowdy guys at bachelor parties and that kind of thing. But I was talking to you the other day, and you said that a customer sent you flowers.
Yeah, I get roses. For some reason, they call me the flower queen. For some reason, I get so many roses. You know, some girls, they get diamond rings and they get diamond earrings and necklaces with their name on it, and I get roses,
The
which
wives
is good,
don't
which
get
is
this, the
good, which
dancer
is good. I
does.
love the roses. They put them in the big white box. You know, so I have boxes all over the place. Dead roses everywhere.
Wow,
You know.
roses and
But,
everything. How about
yeah,
that?
beautiful.
That's funny. Have there ever been any problems?
Not really. They're pretty, you know, the gentlemen that go in there are pretty low-key, you know. They're not really, knock on wood, you know.
Yeah, right.
We haven't had really any
Tomorrow when she goes to work, some
Yeah,
guy
tomorrow
climbing the
somebody's
tree in the back. That's funny. But you have bouncers, if you want to
Yeah,
call them
we
that.
have
They're all over the
bouncers.
place.
Yeah,
you know.
they're all over.
Well
Can't get away from them.
You have to be well protected, I'm sure.
Because you never know.
Even
'cause-
when I arranged for this, spoke to Mark over at the club, and he said he was going to send somebody with you because he doesn't want you to walk the streets by yourself. And I said, hey.
Mark said that?
Yeah, I said, hey, that
Mark's a
sounds...
sweetheart.
See?
He's a sweetheart. Yeah, they look out for us. They really do. They look out for us. I've worked at other clubs, and they don't care
Really?
what happens to you. And I'm not going to say that about every club.
Right.
But a majority of the clubs that I work at, they don't care.
Wow.
You know, so here they're very protective
Wow.
of us, and they really take care of us.
We have a phone call. What's in your mind? Lila.
Wondering, is there an age limit, or how old do you have to be to strip? Is there an age in New York that you have to be 21 or?
I believe it's 18, but and if you serve liquor, if they have liquor, then it's 21.
It is. Really?
'Cause not all the bars serve liquor.
And do you have to strip all the way, or you can?
Oh
say,
no, you don't, because I don't strip all the way. I just do it topless.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. Earlier you said. Well, anyway, I don't want to.
Well, sometimes, very rarely, but you don't have to.
For the right money, you know.
Yeah, if a guy's raving 100 and says, please, just for a minute. Yeah, sure, why not?
I'd do it. Well, anyway, guys don't usually offer me hundreds to take down my pants. What was I going to say? So, have you performed at other clubs other than New York? Have you gone at places across the country?
Yes, and I went down to Florida and checked out some clubs down there. They have beautiful clubs there.
Do they?
Big, they're huge. They're
Wow.
huge. And I've danced
I
in
heard
New
a lot of
Jersey.
stuff goes on in clubs in Florida. I've never been to Florida.
Really?
And I know why. 'Cause-
Florida's beautiful, though. The clubs there are just beautiful.
But I heard that a lot of stuff goes on at those clubs, though.
Really, I like
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I haven't been. I just heard that there's a lot. There's another call. What's in your mind?
Hi, I'm sorry, but this is a question just regarding your dress. I think it's really great.
Oh, thank you.
I was wondering, is your neck piece part of the dress, or is it separate?
No, it's a part of the dress. It's a part of the
so
dress.
cool. So
Thank
was
you.
it zip in the back or a button or?
It's got lines, strings. It's strings in the back.
I'd look and stuff, but
Well,
my
thank
wife's
you. I
here. and-
appreciate that.
But thanks for
Thank you.
calling.
It looks great.
Thank you.
My tie actually is not a part of my shirt, just to let you know that.
Does the mic come with the tie?
The mic does come with the tie. It's part of that whole, like you shop at the Pat Sajak old clothes store, and you get
Really?
the tie with the mic. And,
Really, I like that.
and
Yeah.
you get his laugh
I'll
track.
give me one.
Oh, yeah, well, you have your own mic.
That's
Delicately
nice.
placed by our cameraman, I might add. So you've been to Florida. Have you been to any other places? Vegas has some pretty wild clubs.
You know, I
I've
was
been
just
there.
in Vegas. I was
Oh,
just
really?
in Vegas a few months ago, and the clubs there are. I would never work. In
Oh, really?
Vegas. I know. Vegas, there's a lot of prostitution going on in Vegas. You know, because prostitution is legal.
Not
Yeah.
Las Vegas proper, but in,
No, but
in
right
Nevada,
like an
yeah.
hour away.
So it must be like
You know.
take a taxi ride, a limo ride
It's
would
in
go.
limos.
Let's
No,
go.
I'm serious. I was looking through this pamphlet in my hotel that I was staying at because I was with a girlfriend, And they have like brothels and it says whorehouses and it has all these things about it. And they say, yeah, we even have a limo pick you up and we're just an hour away.
That's terrible.
You know, I was like, oh my gosh.
terrible.
But I hear there's a lot of money to be made there.
Well,
But
I'd think. I mean, if 300
You know.
bucks gets you a girl dancing in a limo, imagine, you know.
you know, Vegas was beautiful though, and the clubs were really, really nice. And, But the women are a lot older there, for some
really?
reason.
Maybe they retire in Vegas. Maybe.
I guess everybody usually goes to like California or New York or
Have
Florida.
you ever been to LA? Or
No, I want to go there though. I
they
met
have
when I
wheel
went to
wrestling.
when I went to Vegas. We were driving from Montana to go to LA, and we
And-
stopped in Vegas and we changed our minds and turned around and went back to Montana.
You lost all your money in Vegas, is what you're saying.
No, just
You could have danced and got more and then gone on.
I know she wanted to get back.
We have another call. What's in your mind?
I was wondering, how much does a dancer like yourself make in an evening?
Oh, that's personal.
Well, last night I worked for a few hours and I went home with $450. Yeah, but that's an exception though. That's
Oh,
not
that was a
very
good night.
often you get nights like that. I mean, I've walked out of there with, you know, $70, $60, but then a few nights ago I walked out of there with $750. But you know, when you make a lot of money, you end up, I don't know where it all goes. You know, because the more money you make, I seem to find the more bills I get. You know.
Oh, that's great.
So
Sounds
it is.
like-
It is good money. It is good money, but you know, it's not steady. It's not steady at all.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Imagine that. We've had pleasurable calls.
I
was
know
waiting for
these
some
women
Bible
are,
thumper to
these
call
women
up.
are so sweet. I love them. I'm sitting here. I'm so nervous, and I'm thinking someone's gonna come on and say,
Tramp.
"Yeah, my husband, I think, you know, no."
Well, you know. Speaking of husbands and whatever, do you have a boyfriend?
No, I did though.
You
I
did?
did in Montana. I did. I left him in Montana, thinking he'd wait for me, and he didn't.
Oh, scum.
I know.
We have another call. What's in your mind?
Hi, 2 questions. One, coming from Montana, do you ride horses?
Oh yes, I love horses. Horses are wonderful.
Okay, and the second question is, what do you want to do after this, or what do you want this career to lead you to?
I'd like to get into acting if I could. You know, possibly. I'm not like holding my breath on it. I'm just waiting for it to fall in my lap. Or
So to speak.
you know, or I'd like to be. You know, I'd like to go to law school. I'm really like trying to save up to go to law school.
Really?
And yeah, and
That'd be a good
You
job.
go to high school in Montana?
yeah, I did. I graduated a few years ago. I'm 21, so I gotta hurry up and decide what I'm gonna do.
No, you're 21, you're young. You have plenty of time. I love your attitude. You seem very precise. That's why I was interested in hearing where you were going from here.
I'd love to be a lawyer. People tell me when I start talking, you just can't. I'd be a great lawyer. Nobody would get two words in.
I'd love to be the judge. That's funny.
Thank you.
Do we have another call? Nope.
No call.
Sorry. Oh, well.
Isn't-
Time to go to break? Okay. So, well, thanks, Maggie. You're going to stay on
Thank you.
because then my friend Joe's going to come on, and we'll have
Okay.
our part 2, which would be the wine segment of the Wine, Women,
Great.
and Song. And now for a little song, because we're going to go to the break, and we'll be
Right back.
We'll be back in just a minute. Thanks. Stick around.